feels like it's been 18 months since we have seen this. 4 of you are entering into this battlefield, and only 3 will be returning.
It is the final battle, is it not?
I need a D100 roll, please. Greetings, and welcome to Crucible of Fate, Episode 19, Part 3. I am your host and Killer DM, David Carter. Exciting first 2 parts. If you guys did watch Part 2, it was quite a nail-biter at the end and got pretty vicious. However, the dice gods and the contestants made it clear who the victors were, and those survivors have now moved on and will face off here in Part 3. Quick note, as always, if you're looking for a wonderful D&D community to join, please do join our Discord. We got a lot of great games going on all the time, and especially if you're a DM and you want to run games virtually, please consider joining our wonderful community full of really friendly fantasy and sci-fi enthusiasts. The link to that is in our video description. And of course, if you want to know the rules and the format for Crucible of Fate, the website link is also in the description, as is a link to my Patreon. So if you're enjoying Crucible of Fate, please consider supporting, even if it's just a little bit each month. Every little bit helps, and I really appreciate it. So thanks very much, guys. Let's get reacquainted with our contestants for Part 3. All right, joining me for Part 3 this evening, we've got Joe, who's playing Bestiarius, aka Ari. We have Wezzy playing Garzak. Bottom left, we have Albini playing Izera. And bottom right, we have Steve playing Edafang. Welcome back to the show, gentlemen. This is, of course, Part 3, meaning only 3 of you will survive. So unfortunately, 1 of you has to fall in this episode. So let's figure out who that individual is, shall we?
It's time. Bring them. Offer them riches, offer them glory. I don't care. Just bring me their souls.
As you wish, Master.
Yes.
You think you have what it takes? Every roll can mean life or death. 120 contestants. Who will survive? Who will win? It could be you. This is high stakes D&D.
As you all emerge through the portals back to the Fate's Hand Tavern, Thermgul is of course there with a big grin on his face, seemingly eagerly anticipating your return. Honestly, it never ceases to amaze me how much you help one another out of these situations. You just seem to want to facilitate everyone's survival. I know it takes a little while to figure out how these games work, but I thought for sure there was going to be a bit of an ambush going on in there. But now we will entertain the 4 of you just a little while longer until split the party, where 1 out of the 4 of you will be killed by the other 3. And I am definitely looking forward to seeing who is on which side of this executioner's axe. Speaking metaphorically, of course. But the first thing we must do is review the gift shop items, because there are still some available, and they very much could have an impact on the battle ahead. And in Tier 1, you can see that the ornately designed folding fan is still there, slowly rotating with its metal edges when it's folded up into the collapsed position. In Tier 2, the 4-foot-long staff that seems to be made of some organic material, perhaps wood or ancient bone, with a disfigured, like the joints kind of all gnarly, like a hand, desiccated hand on the end of it. Then in Tier 3, a wand with an insectoid-looking head at the business end of the wand and 3 little tentacles extending out from it. Those 3 items are still available. And just for clarity, that wand is a tier 3 item. All right, now we will jump into our intermission actions. We must, of course, determine the order in which we will take those. So Ari, if you could roll for us first, please. 11. Garzak. A 13. Izera.
So 14 then.
Edafang. Edafang is a 10. Greetings, Izera. You are first with the intermission actions. So what would you like to do with your first one?
I would like to parlay with Edafang.
Greetings, Edafang. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Izera. Do you accept or refuse this invitation?
I will accept.
Very well. In that case, Izera, you have 3 minutes, and it begins now.
Well, let me make this plain. It would seem that we only have to get rid of one in order to be able to successfully get out alive. I was thinking that the serpent person named Garzak is the one that might be the easiest foe to bring down. Would you assist me in doing so?
It is true that only one person has to perish for us to move forward. But I had sworn allegiance with Garzak.
I see. So I guess you will refuse the offer. In which case, do you have a sworn enemy then, if you have a sworn ally?
I do not.
Okay. Well, if you can spare me the might of your attack, I will make sure that you do not fall upon my first foe to feel the pain of my first attack. Would that work?
I cannot guarantee anything in this third round. I am for myself.
Well then, just be aware that if I throw my first smite at somebody else, then consider not making me the only one that falls.
I can agree to that.
Thank you. I believe that's all, Thorncool.
Very well. In that case, this intermission action and parley circle has come to an end. Well, Izera, I don't know how you feel about that. Does that change your plan up a bit?
Well, it gives me some information I didn't have before, so I'll definitely be mindful of that.
Knowledge is power, as they say.
Indeed.
Then for your second intermission action, what would you like to do?
I will cast Bless on myself.
Okay, so for your second intermission action, you're using the cast spells and prepare action. Okay, so you're casting Bless on yourself. So then that concludes your intermission actions, and I will see you back in the Fate's-Hand Tavern in a moment. Greetings, Garzak. It is your turn for your intermission actions. What would you like to do with your first one?
I would like to parlay with Edafang.
Greetings, Idefeng. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Garzak. Do you accept or refuse the invitation?
I accept.
Very well. In that case, Garzak, you have 3 minutes and it begins now.
Has Isaiah spoken to you?
He has.
What was said?
I would say tread carefully, Garzak. I believe there to be deception underfoot.
And what will you do?
What I have done all game. We will watch out for ourselves. But it is the final battle, is it not? Can you not feel the red rage burning up inside of you already?
I can. And I would like to insight check him,
Okay.
if that's allowed.
Yeah, it certainly is. Just hold on. What are you wishing to ascertain?
How much is Edithang for me here? Is he... So he said tread carefully, but is he... I'm basically trying to see, is our alliance, at least as I perceived it, still... I see, I guess I'm trying to see if... Is he still with me here, I guess?
Okay.
Based on like his last statement.
Got you. Okay, so give me an insight check. And then Idefang, I would put to you, if you are just trying to persuade or deceive Garzak, if you could message me which of the two that you were doing and just roll me a d20. Okay. As you kind of take a moment to examine or try to sense out the intent of Idefang, you do not sense any deception or trickery. He seems to be on the up and up from what you can tell.
So upon that, I'd say, are you willing to soul bond? Soul bond.
Yes.
Very well.
Yes, I will.
In that case, and the two of you are now soulbound, which means for those of
Be
you
cautious.
For those of you who are not aware of what that means out there, that means that in round 2, when one of their names gets picked, the two of them will move together. So for as long as they're soulbound, they will move through the game together as long as that's possible. Should one of them die, however, the other will suffer levels of exhaustion. 2 minutes left.
Be cautious. I believe Azera wants to attack you first. Meaning a large attack is coming your way.
That is somewhat expected. I was going for her anyway. If I can avoid it, I'd rather not kill one of my kinsmen.
Agreed. Have you talked with Ari?
He's next. Good luck to you. And I'll
That's you.
hold out my arm, my hand, and this thing is again covered in scales and like humanish flesh.
And I put out my hand into a warrior's grip.
We are done there, Mgul.
Very well. I will see you momentarily. So, if I understand correctly, you would like to parley with Ari now?
Correct.
Greetings, Ari. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Garzak. Do you accept or refuse the invitation?
Yeah, I'll accept.
Very well. In that case, you have 3 minutes, and it begins now.
Greetings, kinsmen. I'll be quick. Would you be willing to join me in Edithang?
Well, we already have that arrangement going.
Correct. Very well. My next question is, would you be willing to soulbound with me?
Now, these fate spheres are really valuable. Watching everybody else do in Hunter and Hunted, it's the only thing that keeps them alive sometimes. my experience, trust is earned, and I'll be on your side, but Fate Spheres is a huge step. Had you maybe done something like, I don't know, like I did for Nova in the previous round, something of that level of impact, regardless of him not appreciating it or not, that to me is earning. But I'll stand by his side. Soulbinding is not something I'm looking for right now.
Fair. As long as your blades, or your claws rather, do not touch me, I will leave you be.
Sounds good to me.
Very well. And that ends this parley circle and the intermission action. And it is now your turn, Ari. So what would you like to do for your first intermission action?
I'm going to short rest. It's going to do 6. The second one is going to get me up to max. Second action is going to be a parley with Edifang.
Greetings, Edifang. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Bestiarius. Do you accept or refuse?
I accept.
Very well. You have 3 minutes, gentlemen. It begins now.
Ari, I'm glad to see you made it through alive.
Edo, man, if you just waited like 2 seconds, I could have confused him enough to just get through, but circumstances are what they were. It's no ill will. But, sorry, it's something in my throat. There we go. So for me, trust is earned, and you mentioned let's just call it a dislike for Garzak previously in favor of Nova. Putting Nova aside, Izera showed earned trust, in my opinion. So if it's good with you, I think it actually simplifies the matter this round anyway. Garzak showed a lack of foresight in the first round, taking the offer, and I think we would be better and easier moving forward if we aligned with Izera. That way, Garzak's a barbarian. He's pretty predictable for what he wants to do this coming around. He's going to be in melee range. That's good for 2 of us. Izera can take pot shots. So, what do you say?
Well, I will say that I was unsure of Garzak in the beginning. But I have warmed up to him, so to speak. At this point, I would not feel it right to go against Garzak or Izera.
All right. Well, as long as we're solid, if you're taking a strong position going against Garzak, then we go with the original plan, yeah? Going after Izera?
Business as usual.
Right. So I took, with my new spell, I prepared a passive healing spell, so you 2 just stay near me, and whatever damage Izera does, if you guys are raging, you're going to get double back anyway.
Sounds like a plan.
Great.
Well, then it seems as though you are finished. Ari, we will see you shortly, as it is now Edifang's turn. Greetings, Edifang. It is your turn. What would you like to do for your first intermission action?
I only need 1 intermission action at this point. I think everything that was said needs to be said, but I would just like to speak with Garzak one last time.
Very well. Greetings, Garzak. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Edufang. Do you accept or refuse?
I accept.
Very well. Then you have 3 minutes, gentlemen.
Garzak, I know that we have already spoken and soul bonded. Now that we have soul bonded, I want to make it clear to you I was not fully convinced of your allegiance, as you will see once we enter stasis. But I assure you, brother, we're now a force to be reckoned with. I am convinced that Ari is also on our side, though I did not tell him of our soul bond.
I offered the soul bond with him. He refused. But he had reservations, at least from what he told me. As long as we leave him alone, he will not interfere. Hopefully he is truthful. But if he is not, then we must kill Azurai quickly.
Yes, I believe that shouldn't be too much of an issue. That is all. And I just wanted to extend myself and let you know before you have the second sight of stasis and have ponderings.
Thank you. I appreciate this.
And let us go to battle.
Very well. And then this ends the intermission action. Very well. Now that your intermission actions are complete, it is time to get on with split the party. But of course, we must know upon which battlefield you will be spilling blood. Garzak, perhaps you can make this choice today. So, Wezi, I just need you to roll a d10, please. An 8. 8 has already been taken. So has 9. So has 10, which brings us back to number 1, which hasn't been seen since episode. Excellent. So you will be fighting on the 4 towers. Oh, it feels like it's been 18 months since we have seen this. Follow me, please. And Thermgol turns and moves towards the gated gallery. And this time, he stands in front of the split the party column before turning around to you all as a group. You know the drill here, everyone. This is your last opportunity to say what is on your mind, as it may be the last time that you get to speak to anyone. For 4 of you are entering into this battlefield, and only 3 will be returning to the Fate's Hand Tavern and advancing to round 2 of the competition. Okay, so we will now roll initiative one last time. This is the combat initiative. Ari, if you would go first, please. 21. Garzak, 9. Izera, 22. And Edefang, 14. Okay, so the final order I have is Izera, Ari, Edefang, and Garzak. So once again, in order, if you could give your final words, whatever you'd like to say, and just let me know what is in your hands, if anything. So first up is Izera.
Izera still has a shield in one hand, grabs the bow, enters and say, "Play ball."
Okay, Ari.
Yeah, man, portable. He's gonna lick his fingers, getting the last of the watermelon juice off, kind of wipe off his face and be like, "See you guys in there." Just go in the portal.
Okay, and Edefang.
Edefang just has his shield with the javelins on it. May the blood spill red today.
And Garzak.
Garzak is holding only his shield in one hand and his other hand is free. Before he steps into the portal, he'll say, "May the strong be victorious."
And with that, you all enter into the portal, and you immediately feel the shadowed hands pulling you towards a destination that perhaps is lingering in the back of your mind. You can picture the basic shape of it with the 4 towers. As you all emerge onto the battlefield and regain your senses, you look around as you find yourselves standing on 15-foot by 15-foot squares. So 3 spaces by 3, even though you can see 2 here. These were printed at a larger size, but this is actually 3 spaces by 3, not 2 by 2. So just keep that in mind. As you begin to see where you are positioned, Edafang, Izera, Ari, and Garzak in the blue. 30 feet above you, you can just see shadow, complete darkness. Nothing can be seen through it 30 feet above your head. And as you look down below, 20 feet beneath you is complete darkness, and you see nothing as well. Everything else, the walls, the floor beneath you, all appears to be stone, and the area is lit from torches along the corners of each of the walls at like incremental heights. And with that, we will begin. And I believe Izera is up first.
Yes. I made a mistake when I first originally casted Bless, because it's a concentration, and all my concentration spells are going to compete with each other. So, bonus action, Zephyr Strike.
Okay. Zephyr Strike used as your bonus. We're just going to put this magical effect here.
Please point me again to which one is Garzak.
Garzak is the Gandalf-looking wizard that is directly in front of you from this position. So it's like straight up.
I'm going to take a regular arrow. I'm going to go with a +1 for advantage because of the Zephyr Strike.
All right, so just for clarity though, you're dropping your shield. Where would you like to drop your shield?
Yes. Just at my foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can attack at advantage. 24 to hit Garzak.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Okay, now there's a few things that will happen for the damage. I'm gonna add, because it's my first attack, so I'm gonna go with the Zephyr Strike, adding the damage.
Yep. So let's just do your normal damage first. Yeah.
Normal damage to start with.
So that's 8 because it's a +1.
So that's 8. Yeah.
And then a D8. 2.
Favorite foe.
Okay. So yeah, D4.
What?
It's just 1.
I'm sorry. How come it?
It's
Yeah,
okay.
It's just 1.
The D4 is there. It's just an extra 1. So we're up to 11 on that first hit now. 11 magical. 12. Sorry, with the +1. And then you can make your second attack.
Yeah. Whoops. 12.
Misses.
Misses. I'm going to use a Fate Sphere.
Okay.
That.
Second Fate Sphere by Zera. Go ahead and re-roll the attack. 23.
I'm gonna use a Fate Sphere to cancel that out.
Okay. Garzak uses his 4th to cancel that.
Can I use my 3rd to cancel his cancel?
Yeah. So as of now, the attack stands, and you've used your 3rd Fate Sphere. Izera.
Well, then I get to roll. Oh shit. So is it?
No.
It just canceled the original one.
It just cancels the fate sphere, so the 23 stands. So right now there is a 23 to hit coming at Garzak.
So that was the Dread Ambusher one. And in this particular case, it does the damage plus an extra D8.
So 9 more.
Only 2. Oh, but that one can re-roll. That one I can re-roll
Okay.
because
So
of the
then-
piercing.
Yeah.
But it only once per turn. So if I use it now, but I won't be able to use it anymore. So 6.
So that one was a 13 total damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much damage total at the end of all that?
25.
And then I have my second attack. Regular thing.
26 to hit.
Hits.
10 more. Okay. Anything else for Izera? No?
Looks like I made an enemy.
Yeah.
It's a pretty safe assumption, I'd say. All right.
I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality
Okay.
and then Wild Shape into a bear.
Aura of Vitality. Can you just read that out so everyone knows what it does?
Healing energy radiates from you and with an aura of 30 feet until the spell ends. The aura moves with you, centered on you. You can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura, including you, to regain 2d6 hit points.
Okay. All right, and then Wild Shape into a brown bear?
Yep.
All right, and where would you like to be positioned on the 15 by 15? Which kind of corner?
I'm large. That's the
Yep.
whole thing.
Well, it's 15 by 15, right? Not 10 by 10.
Oh, it's 15 by 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, just center mass. Yeah. Yep, that's my turn.
That makes it Edifang's turn.
Edifang will bonus action rage,
Okay.
form of the beast claws.
Bonus action, rage.
I can long jump, and I have 10 feet in front of me to make that run and jump, right?
Well, you could back up, and then you'd have 10 feet in front of you.
Okay.
Which direction would you like to jump?
Towards a 0.
Step back 5, move ahead 5, 10, jump horizontally 18 feet, which allows you to certainly get to here, closing within melee range with Izera.
And I will attack.
21 to hit. I think that hits Izera.
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
Damage on that attack.
Be 10 points.
10 slashing.
I get a second claw attack
Okay.
with that.
22 would hit as well. Another 10 damage.
And then I get a second attack.
Okay, and then your second attack. Hits AC 16. Does that hit Izera?
That would hit.
Yep, another
That'll be
10.
another 10 points of damage. So 30 points total, I think.
You're quite consistent. So yeah, 30 points of damage. Ouch.
It's your turn, Garzak.
Garzak, as a bonus action, is going to rage.
Oh, and actually,
Yeah.
before we continue on with Garzak's turn, the Zephyr Strike is concentration, so I would need 3 con saves, DC 10 from Izera.
I did 10.
Second one succeeds.
Third one.
You maintain it, but I just want to verify. I thought Favored Foe is, and it's not a spell, but it's still an ability that you have to concentrate on. Is that not the case?
Absolutely, you're right.
Yeah. So right now you're concentrating on Favored Foe. So any effects from Zephyr's Strike is gone. So now we're back to Garzak, who bonus action raged, and then what would you like to do for your action?
Okay, I'm going to go on to the platform that Edithang had just left.
With a running start, you'd have no problem getting over there. There's no roll to do. So is that a safe assumption you want to do a running start?
Yeah.
So yeah, you step back 5, which gives you your 10 feet of movement, and then you jump to here. So yeah, you've used 20 movement already.
Can I move behind Izera, or is she like on the edge of this thing?
No, she's in the middle. Your movement is 40?
So, yes.
Okay.
Wow.
So
flanking, so advantage on melee attack.
Yep, using my battle axe.
Okay, so you drew your battle axe as your free object interaction. Okay. So 16 to hit does hit.
I'm gonna so he has more than one attack. I'm gonna cast shield. Otherwise I think I might not survive this.
Okay.
So,
Shield used by Izera. So that attack would miss, as Izera's AC is now up by 5.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 would hit, and 26.
I'm gonna use a sphere for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a sphere to cancel yours.
So as of now, the attack still stands.
Can I use another one? Because I'm not gonna survive a nat 20 on that.
Okay, Izera uses another one, his 5th. To cancel, to do what? What are you trying to do? You want him
to cancel that nat 20,
okay,
or
so
to
you'd have
cancel it. I'm not sure how that works.
So you can get him to re-roll the whole attack at advantage, or you can get him to just re-roll the nat 20.
To re-roll the whole attack.
Okay, then if you're not using another Fate Sphere, Garzak, you need to re-roll the attack at advantage.
23 hit.
AC is 20, so 23 does hit, yeah.
This plus 2 rage. You 7 damage.
That ends the round. We're at the top now for Izera. It is your turn.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna Misty Step out of there to the pillar. Can I Misty Step right behind Ari?
Yep, you can. So it has to be a point that you can see, so you could go here. Because he's a large creature, so you wouldn't be able to go behind him, but you could go to here with your bonus action.
All right. So maybe, okay. Because he's large, that's why.
Yeah.
Got it. So I'm gonna head there. And then have to drop the bow to get my wand. Is that correct? If I wanted to use my wand? Or can I grab the one with my other hand?
Oh yeah, you've already dropped your shield, so you have a free hand. If you're not attacking with your bow, you could pull your wand out with it. Yep.
Okay, so that I haven't used that wand, and might as well try to use it before, since I lost something for it. The only problem with that particular wand is I'm not sure what it does.
Yeah, but who are you targeting?
So this thing went. I have no idea what it's going to do. I'm going to be targeting Garzak.
Garzak. Okay. Just bringing up the list. All right, so you're using a charge on the wand. I need a D100 roll, please. 52. What does that do? You enlarge the target as if you had cast Enlarge Reduce. If the target can't be affected by that spell, you become the target. You know what? Oh no, you did state you're targeting him. All right, so Garzak is enlarged.
Yeah, I did. So maybe, can I use my last sphere for changing that number? What are the odds that it's going to do something good to him? I have no idea.
Neither do I, but yeah, you can use your last Fate Sphere. So you use your 6th and final Fate Sphere.
Yeah.
I would like to use my 6 and final phase sphere to cancel it.
Okay.
Keep the roll.
All right. So that's that. And I'm just going to put this green thing over Garzak. Garzak is
Ari,
now-
buddy, can you help?
Sorry, mate. I lobbed it for you. I really did. You hear that in your head, and only you hear that.
I think, is that it for Izera's turn?
So if I can't do another attack because I have to attack, then that was a big waste of my turn. But yeah, my turn's over.
All right, then that makes it Ari's turn.
I'm going to bonus action heal Garzak for 2d6.
Okay, go ahead and roll 2d6. There you go, Garzak, 10 hit points back.
Izera's out of Fate Spheres, right?
Yes.
Okay. Make 2 attacks. First is a bite, second is a claw. Both +5.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be a
12 does not hit, no.
yeah. That'll probably hit
24 does hit, though. So 11 slashing.
11. Yeah.
Anything
11
else?
slashing damage.
Anything else for Ari?
He's just gonna move whatever distance he can without hanging off, like to create space for those 2 to jump over, or one of those 2 at least.
Okay, so you shift down.
Yeah.
So technically, right
If
now,
I fit in that space without hanging off, that's
yeah,
good enough
technically,
for
right
me.
now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 open squares, but this square and these 4 are occupied.
okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Come on, man.
All right, Edafang, your
I
turn.
said it in character,
thought
but out
you
of character, I
defending.
did mean I did lobby for you.
Yeah, you'll see it in the intermission actions.
Yeah.
Edafang, your turn.
Edafang will jump over to the free spot.
35 will get you there.
I will bonus action shift Longtooth Bite.
Okay, Longtooth Bite, bonus action shift. Can you just read out Longtooth Bite?
When you shift as a bonus action on your turn while shifted, you can use your enlarged fangs to make an unarmed strike. If you hit with the fangs, you can deal piercing damage equal to 1d6 plus your strength modifier instead of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and is it the same as the claws, like an extra attack using an attack, or does it cost a bonus action?
It's a bonus action to do it, but it also applies on the shift.
Okay, on the turn that you do it. Okay.
That probably won't hit.
No, natural 1 will not.
3.
23 will hit, though. For
7
damage.
11.
11 will not connect with you, Zara.
7 was enough to kill me. I'm dead.
Oh, the 7 was enough to put you down?
Yeah,
Okay, so Izera drops prone.
got betrayed again.
Drops prone. And so that attack would be at advantage. And 22 would hit. It's an automatic crit, so that's 2 death save fails for Izera. And that's it for Edafang. Any movement? Oh,
No more movement. Nope.
No movement? Okay. Then it's Garzak's turn.
All right. So, is there room for me to stand over there?
There's no room on the platform for enlarged Garzak.
All right. Can I see Izera from here?
Well, so I guess no, there isn't. You could technically squeeze
I'm
into a
prone.
smaller space, but there's no room to do that. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yep, you can see, but she'll have cover from Edifang. But you can see her.
I'm prone also.
Yeah, so the attack is
Prone
definitely a
poses
disadvantage.
for ranged attacks.
And there's cover, yeah.
And then, okay, I'll go for it. Drop my great axe, and then as an object interacts, and then as part of an attack, I'm going to draw a hand axe and try to hit her. Man.
Yeah, disadvantage at 8 will not hit.
Come on.
14.
It's a 14 hit.
Your AC is
Definitely goes.
AC is 15, but is
15.
that with your shield or without your shield?
No, without.
Without, okay, yeah. So that does not hit. That brings us to the top. Izera, I need a death save. A D10. You're looking for a 10 or higher, Izera, for all the money. There you go, 17. So 2 fails, 1 success. That's
right.
the end of your turn. Ari, it's your turn.
He's just going to say to him, even though he knows he can't hear him, sorry, mate, and just fucking bite and claw him.
Okay, at advantage. Alright, a 23 is
19
enough.
plus 5.
That is a crit. Izera, is there anything you know of within the rules of Crucible of Fate that can save you at this time?
No.
Alright, in that case, yeah, Ari's claw. Ari, I don't, if you want to describe the attack, that would finish off.
As he's clawing through, Izera, healing energy flows back into Garzak.
Okay. Alright, then with that critical hit, that is 2 more death save fails, which puts you over the edge. So, Izera, I am sorry, but you have been eliminated from Crucible of Fate. But well played, sir. Great
Right.
character. Tons of damage coming out of you in those opening volleys, but
Yeah.
3-on-1 is a tough fight for anyone. But you fought well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Any
Yeah, I was curious how close to the edge I got Garzak, but
what did you get down
you
to?
did a good. Let's see. So before Ari healed me, I think you got me down to like I was in like
You
the,
got,
I think
you
it was
got
like
10
the-
on my last heal, and you got 11 on this one. So whatever that is, plus 10.
So I was at 39 HP, and that was before I was ranged, so that was all unmitigated damage.
uh-huh.
Yeah, big pool to start
Well-
with, though.
Yeah, it might have been a big difference if I just done 2 + 1 arrow attack. I could have potentially got you down as opposed to use the wand and enlarge you.
Yeah.
But then again, you were unable to jump on the platform because you were too big. So, okay, it was fun to play, guys.
All right, thanks very much, Albini. We'll catch up with
Bye-bye.
you next time. Thanks very much. With that, the portals do open. Ari used your action to attack, your bonus action to heal. So are you leaving at this point, Ari?
I'm going to the portal then.
Okay. Ari steps through the portal. Edifang, as a free action, are you leaving or staying?
I will go through the portal.
Edifang leaves. Garzak, as a free action, are you leaving or staying?
Did my thrown weapons like go over the edge, or are they like still over there?
They both missed, right? Yeah, so they would have clattered off the wall and then fell down. But hey, if you're just looking for the weapons that you've thrown, since you are a survivor, they would be returned to you. Because, well, I mean, we're just not going to do the counting out the steps. So you could go down and get them if you choose to stay.
Yeah, I will go down and get them.
Okay, so you're choosing to stay.
And then,
All right. Yep. But are you just getting your weapons back and that's it?
I would probably attempt to loot.
Okay, just Give me a perception check in it. Well, you're here on your own. There's no like visible threat at the moment. So, do you want to just grab everything he's got?
Yeah, I would just take my time. I would look for the money first, though. But yeah.
All right. We can just say that you looted and got your weapons back. As you all emerge from the portal, you see Theramgul once again clapping for you. And as the last of you step through, excellent work, the three of you, and congratulations for being the 3 survivors for episode 19. I salute your teamwork. Oh, a bit bad for Izera. That was an epic beatdown. Although that wand of wonder that he was carrying could have had some interesting effects. But I don't think it worked out the way he wanted. Any final comments from the 3 of you before we say goodbye to episode 19?
Ari just slices up and hands out the remainder of the watermelon.
Garzak will proceed to eat the watermelon and also the skin of the watermelon as well.
Oh man, first time with watermelon, you're not supposed to... don't worry about it.
I'm sure it's not the worst thing you've eaten. No offense, Garzak.
Meat is meat.
Idefang, anything?
Ari. Yes, Ari. Before you leave into stasis, just have one question for you. Garzak and I have soul bonded, and we'd like to know if you would like to join us. I think that we make a pretty good team moving forward.
I think we do too. And these fight spheres are really, really useful. Dave, mechanically, without a intermission action, can we even do this?
Yeah, if you want to. Fate spheres are a free action to use.
Okay.
And no judgment if you decide not to.
I'm assuming you two have already come to an agreement, yeah? That was why you took that hard stance. Yeah, I guessed as much. And Dave, it would only take my fate sphere to do it at this point?
Yeah, it only takes 1 for you to join with a pair.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 1 each.
All right. He takes out one of his remaining fate spheres and holds it up to the 2 of them and waits for them to hold up the watermelons in gesture of brotherhood.
Or the watermelon left. He ate that stuff fast.
And then he like motions to move the fate sphere over to Theramgul to do what needs to be done.
Very well, and Ari uses his second fate sphere, and the 3 of you are soulbound, which means you will move through round 2 and beyond together, so long as you're all alive. So well done. Congratulations to the 3 of you to surviving episode 19. We look forward to seeing all of you guys in round 2. Any final words out of character before we say goodbye?
Nice.
That was great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I feel really bad for Albini. I hate doing that type of stuff out of character, but in character, we're playing different people.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. Hey, I still feel bad every time anyone dies. As soon as I can see it in their face that they're like disappointed, it drives me crazy. But hey, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. Just a note to Albini real quick too. Like, I know he approached me and stuff in the game. Afterwards, I had soul bonded. So Albini, I'm sorry. But with the soul bond, I couldn't keep my word.
Yeah, I think it's just what the circumstances created, but after he sees, like you said, the intermission actions, he's gonna, I think be a little more understanding if he was that disappointed.
Oh, for sure. And I think the worst turnaround in this episode was like you curing Novar of his blindness and then him.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Honestly, I didn't want to go out like that anyway. Like I'm not just gonna, this guy's literally disabled. Let me just leave this guy in this room while everybody else moves on. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Just imagine he's just in there for eternity, like we blind.
Yeah, in character, your characters act different ways, but I think you'll see a little reason why between our intermission actions why I might have done that to begin with anyway.
Right. Yeah, totally. Well, and Novar stayed true to his character. I mean, he was playing an Oathbreaker, so he was looking out for number one and doing what he needed to do to survive. So, yeah. All right, folks. Well, thanks very much to the three of you. Congratulations once again, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you for episode 20, the final episode of round 1. Until then, I hope you all enjoy a nice long rest. All right, take care, everybody.